Well, here we go with another one. Let's get into it, shall we? So, voter atheism. What does that mean? Well, basically, it just means that nobody gives a crap about voting anymore. They'll say that voting is cringe and it's not worth it. And honestly, in all honesty, it's true. I think that there is no point, in my opinion, that you should waste your time voting. I think, a lot of the time, of course, depending on whether or not you believe the whole voter suppression or anything else like that, that there were, all these boxes and cases full of ballots that were, forgotten and all this type of stuff. Oh, well, Biden actually won this and that. Oh, boy. The thing is, though, I think that atheists and anti-theists in general, they worship the system. They worship liberalism. They worship the idea that electoralism will tell the people will tell government this is what they really want. Of course, it's a nonsense idea, but voting isn't worth it. I would argue that there are people who genuinely believe, oh, well, if we just vote for more progressives, then yeah, it's going to make things better. What's AOC done? What has she realistically done? Crickets. What has Rashida Tlaib done? What has, Ilhan Omar done? What has Bush done? And I'm talking about what's her name, Bush. What have these folks done, realistically? But then again, you could say the same thing for, Ted Cruz or whatever else may be, Has Ted Cruz made a difference? Not really. The thing is that people get so caught up in, these national things as if it changes everything. In reality, no. It's just simply continues the same system that we have. The thing is that I'll say this. I call it voter atheism because I just wanted to sound clever. I'm sure it's something that's actually come up before. Let's see here, voter atheism. No, party affiliation among atheists. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's just Pew Forum and everything else. Okay. But I would argue that there are people who really believe that instead of worshiping God, worshiping Buddha, Allah, whoever else, and they'll say, oh, it's all a lie. The thing is, though, is that they won't go far enough. And they won't say that the country is a lie, that the government is a lie, that these governments don't care about you. They will do just enough to keep you happy so that you don't throw them out and kill them. But they ultimately don't care about you. Keeping you pacified does not mean that they care. They just want you dumb and stupid. They want you to be able to continue to watch football or listen to music or whichever you want to say, whichever pacifying thing that they want you to do. Now, of course, then people will say, "Oh, but Uncle Thomas, you're against parties. you're against that. Just like this one comment from a Nick Fuentes fan. One of those guys. Let's see what he said here. I want to read it. Well, this is 30 minutes of cuckery. Well, this is 30 minutes of cuckery. Submit and let others tell you what to think, I guess. And of course I responded with, I guess you think Nick Fuentes cares about you? You think that Proud Boys is still fighting Antifa and winning? How many snitches are running around in these movements? When you answer those questions, get back to me. Thanks for the engagement. I'm sorry. I didn't want to just put this out to read the comments, but it's just so ridiculous. Bro, that's schizo level coping. It's so funny to read this stuff. It really is. It's hilarious. Oh man, it's hilarious to me when you see this stuff. We really don't have a functioning federal government. We just have folks that are shuffling around, just kind of maintaining how things are. And you could say the same thing at the state level, the county level, and the city level. But that's what it is. We have entered into this world where it's just like, yeah, keep voting. And you see the left largely give in. They gave in to Bill Clinton. They gave in to Obama to a point. Like I say, maybe second term, they kind of saw through his bullshit finally. Including people like Jon Stewart. But they gave in. And they believed them. Joe Biden as well. Because, the scourge of Trump was so awful. But now, of course, people are starting to realize, Joe Biden is pretty awful. And that he's doing the same things that Trump is doing. And that, when they don't comment on the speeches, though. They don't comment on when you see him slur his words and, he says, the thing and all these, like I say, there are plenty of channels, of course, that have come up that are grifting this and, sucking whatever oxygen they can out of the room and sucking whatever money they can from folks through YouTube ads or whatever money you can get from that. But, oh my goodness, I just... I don't know, man. Voter atheism basically is something to believe that, yeah, it really shouldn't matter. But I think a lot of people will talk shit, but it's another thing to actually do, right? The same thing with CRT, right? Teaching, critical race theory in schools. A lot of folks are saying, well, you need to start, you need to raise your, you need to teach your kids and, put them in homeschool. And that's not going to happen either. I don't know. The only real option left is just push for collapse, accelerationism. As much as people will say, oh, it's cringe, it's a meme, oh, it'll never happen that way, or whichever 1,000 other excuses they have, I do believe that it is the only way. You may tell me I'm wrong, and you may tell me I've finally just given up. Maybe you're right. But I just don't. I don't have a lot of faith in this system, you know. I would say I'm trying to have more faith in God than I do about this system. You know, this system itself is dying around us. It's breaking apart at the seams. And you know, there are folks who just feel like, oh, we're fighting the system, we're defeating it. I don't know, man. Anywho, that's all I have to say, really. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed that. So, see you later, and a goodbye.